A couple of weeks ago, I came back from the gym and decided that it was time to wash all of my clothes, including the jacket that I just wear to the gym and from the gym. I never actually work out in this actual jacket, but I put my workout clothes all in the wash, and then when I pulled them out, everything was fine. Put everything in the dryer, and then when I pulled everything out, I noticed that the zipper on this particular jacket was actually only on one side of the little zipper portion of the teeth, I guess would be the appropriate term. So for the time being, I said, all right, I'll worry about that later. I'll figure out how to fix the zipper later. And I want to say later that week, when I washed the jacket again, the zipper had come completely off. So I said, okay, how do I repair this? Now on YouTube, search for zipper repair, how to reattach the zipper. And almost everything that I saw was somebody telling you to take the teeth, so the little portion right here where the zipper is, and start cutting some stuff. And the moment that I saw cut something, I said, no, I don't want to cut anything, because once you do, you either have to find a way to glue something back or it's just completely damaged. And that's something that I would use as a last resort. So I said, all right, when it comes to this, we have two options: follow those instructions or try something new. So what I tried to do, and I'm sorry that I don't have a bunch of broken things laying around or zippers that are off the track or additional supplies. So you're going to have to believe me that this actually worked. So this little portion was actually off of the teeth. And what I decided to do was I took some needle nose pliers. So that's what these are. And you can find some that are thinner. There's a good chance that you have some just laying around your house. So I said, all right, I'm going to take the needle nose point and I'm going to shove it into the bottom of the zipper. So, I mean, me showing you really doesn't do anything right now since I'm not actively doing it. But I took the needle nose point, so this little guy right here, and just shoved it into the bottom of the zipper portion. And once it was in, I just applied a little force to open it. So now imagine you have the zipper portion right here off the track. I've shoved this in, widened it a little bit. So now, once that little portion is wide enough, you can set up your teeth kind of like this, and just imagine that I'm flat on a surface right now. And I shoved the little metal portion back down onto the actual teeth. Now, at first I said, is this going to work? And it actually did get stuck. So I said, all right, what can I do? So once I actually had the little metal portion on top of the teeth, yeah, like I said, it got a little stuck. So I said, all right, let me try to straighten everything up as much as possible, make it as tight as possible. And slowly but surely, I was actually able to get the zipper down. And at one point, to my surprise, I guess when things were just close enough, I was able to just yank it down. And fortunately, it didn't do any damage. Once I actually had it down far enough, so somewhere around here, I said, all right, with the needle nose pliers, let me again, instead of going in and widening it, let me come from the outside and actually clamp it down. So just to give you a quick visual, yeah, I took the pliers and I just clamped them down. Now, a professional would probably have a perfect tool for this, would be able to tell you how much pressure to actually apply. Unfortunately, I'm not that, nor do I have those tools. So these pliers did the trick. And as you can see, coming all the way down, the teeth are where they're supposed to be. So I can come down all the way to the bottom, and I can go all the way up. And because I clamped it, it stops up at the top. Now, the one thing that I did notice, though, I want to say on the very next day after I did this, and I mean, it's hard to do with just one hand, but when I was about down here and I had zipped it up, I was leaving the gym that following time, I noticed that some of the teeth actually were kind of protruding a little bit. So with my hands, I just popped them into place. And since then, I've had absolutely no issues. So I do apologize for the fact that I'm not able to, and now I spoke too soon. Yep, spoke too soon.